What if I told you that right now, at this exact moment, while you're watching this video, somewhere on this planet, an entire species is taking its final steps toward extinction? Not one animal, not a single creature, but the last of its kind. Alive today, gone tomorrow. No warning, no comeback, no second chance. Because extinction doesn't happen loudly. It happens silently, slowly, until one day, there's nothing left. And the most terrifying part? This isn't something from the distant past. It's not the age of dinosaurs. It's not some ancient catastrophe. It's happening right now. And for the first time in Earth's history, the cause is us. From the deepest parts of the ocean, to the highest mountains, to forests so dense sunlight barely touches the ground. Life is disappearing, not in millions of years, but within our lifetime. This is the story of animals on the edge. This is every endangered species explained. Now, before we go deeper, we need to understand something important. What does endangered actually mean? It's not just a word we use casually. It's a warning, a scientific classification, a signal that a species is dangerously close to disappearing forever. There are levels to this. Some species are called vulnerable, meaning their numbers are dropping. Others are endangered, meaning they face a very high risk of extinction. And then, there are those on the very edge, critically endangered. These are species with so few individuals left. That one small change, one bad year, one human decision, could erase them forever. Now imagine walking through a dense jungle. The air is heavy, filled with sounds, life all around you. But something feels missing. That silence you hear? It wasn't always there. Because once this forest belonged to one of the most powerful predators on Earth, the tiger, a symbol of strength, beauty, dominance. There was a time when tigers roamed freely across Asia, from dense jungles to open grasslands, thousands upon thousands of them. But today, only a fraction remains. Their forests are being cut down, trees replaced with roads, cities, farmland. And on top of that, they are hunted, not for survival, but for profit. Their skin, their bones sold in illegal markets. An animal that once ruled its world, now hides, surviving day by day. Now shift your focus to Africa, a land of vast landscapes, open skies, and incredible wildlife. Here lives one of the most intelligent animals on Earth, the elephant. Massive, powerful, yet deeply emotional. They form bonds, they protect their young. They even mourn their dead. But even giants are not safe. Every year, thousands of elephants are killed. Not for food, not for survival, but for ivory. Their tusks, carved into objects sold for luxury. And for that, a life is taken. Families are broken. Herds are destroyed. And slowly, their numbers decline. Now let's go deeper, into the ocean. A world that feels endless, mysterious, untouched. But that's an illusion, because even here, life is under threat. Sharks, creatures that have existed for hundreds of millions of years, are now being killed faster than they can survive. Over 100 million sharks are killed every single year, often for one reason: their fins, cut off while they're still alive, and the rest of their body, discarded, left to sink, helpless. And when apex predators disappear, the entire ocean ecosystem begins to collapse. Balance is lost. And when balance is lost, everything suffers. But the most heartbreaking stories are often the ones we never hear about, hidden in quiet corners of the world, like a small marine mammal almost no one has seen, the Vaquita, living in a small region of the ocean. This tiny creature is now the rarest marine animal on Earth. Fewer than 10 remain. Think about that. Not hundreds, not dozens, single digits. An entire species, reduced to a number you can count on your fingers. Not because of climate change, not because of a natural disaster, but because of fishing nets, caught accidentally, dying without anyone even noticing. Now travel to the mountains. Cold, harsh, unforgiving. Here lives a creature so elusive. People call it the ghost of the mountains. The snow leopard, perfectly adapted to survive extreme conditions. Strong, silent, almost invisible. But even it cannot escape human impact. as humans expand into its territory, as livestock replaces wild prey, conflict begins, and the snow leopard slowly disappears. Look up into the sky. Birds, symbols of freedom, movement, life. But even the skies are not safe. The Philippine eagle, one of the largest and most powerful birds ever, now struggles to survive. Why? Because forests are disappearing. Cut down, burned, cleared. And when forests disappear, so do the creatures that depend on them. Homes vanish, food sources disappear, and survival becomes impossible. But here's something even more alarming. It's not just the big animals. It's the small ones too. Frogs, insects, tiny creatures most people overlook. But they are the foundation of life. They pollinate plants. They control pests. They support entire ecosystems. And they are disappearing faster than almost any other group. Remove them, and everything else begins to collapse. So what's really causing all of this? Why are so many species disappearing all at once? The answer is not simple, but it is clear. Habitat destruction. Forests turned into cities. Wetlands drained. Wild spaces replaced. Pollution. Plastic filling oceans. Chemicals poisoning water and soil. Climate change. Temperatures rising. Ice melting. Seasons shifting. Too fast for life to adapt. And overexploitation. Taking more than nature can ever replace. Each of these alone is dangerous. But together, they create a perfect storm. A crisis unlike anything in human history. Scientists now call this the sixth mass extinction. The last time Earth experienced something like this, it wiped out the dinosaurs. But this time, the cause is not an asteroid. It's human activity. And here's the truth most people don't realize. When one species disappears, it doesn't go alone. It takes part of the ecosystem with it. A chain reaction begins. Predators lose prey. Plants lose pollinators. Food chains collapse. And eventually, it reaches us. Because we are not separate from nature. We are part of it. Our survival is connected to theirs. Now here's the most important question. Is it too late? No. But time is running out. Around the world, there are efforts to protect endangered species. Protected areas. Anti-poaching laws. Breeding programs. Habitat restoration. And sometimes, they work. Species have been saved. Pulled back from the edge. Given a second chance. But it requires awareness. It requires action. It requires change. Because saving these species is not just about animals. It's about balance. It's about the future of life on Earth. Because one day, future generations may not see these creatures in the wild. They won't hear their sounds. They won't experience their presence. Only images. Only videos. Only memories. Or worse, nothing at all. So the next time you see a tiger, an elephant, a bird flying overhead, or even the smallest insect, remember this. You are looking at something incredibly rare, something fragile, something that may not exist forever. And the future of these species is not decided by nature anymore. It's decided by us. So the real question is, will we protect them? Or will we become the reason they disappear forever?